Welcome back, guys. This tutorial is on scanf and how to use it. It's the basics. I hope you already watched the printf video and you already understand about what data variables are about. So if you understand that, this is going to make much more sense. If not, then you can go back to it. Just to start off, what is scanf? This is the basic scanf. The keyword is scanf. Open brackets, put something in quotation, close brackets, semicolon. This is the thing right here, and then comma and percent variable name. So what scanf does is it gets a value from the user and it puts it into this variable name that you specify with the AND statement. So what is this AND character there for? The AND character is the address for the variable that you've provided. The variable, of course, comes from a declared variable that you've already made of some type from before. I'm going to explain that later, but this is what scanf basically is. So let's start off. So let's say I want the user to put in an integer value, and I want to store that value, and then I want to throw that integer value back to the user, so I want to print it out on the screen. So we're going to be using the three basic things over here. The printf statement to prompt the user to put in something, the scanf statement to save the value that is put in by the user, and then the printf statement again to put it back out. Also, we're going to need some sort of a variable. So first of all, let's declare a variable. So int number is my variable name, and then the printf statement is how I'm going to prompt the user. So I start off with saying insert a integer value. Okay, and then I want to scan that integer value. So the basic format first of all. And so over here, like I said from before, you're supposed to put in the variable that you want. So the variable name is number, so that's good. And then right here is where you want to put in percent and then the character corresponding to your type of the variable. So %d corresponds to an integer type. So number is an integer type. This would make more sense if you watched the printf's video already, because they follow the same rules as a printf statement. So the scanf %d is for integer, %f is for a float, and %c is for character. So scanf %d number for the integer, and then we printf the value back out for the user. You entered, and we say %d, and then we put in number again. So over here you can see there's an end there. Over here there's no end there. It's here because end corresponds, because when you put in an end, when we say end number, we're telling the program to put it in the address for number. So the end is actually the address for the number. So address is wherever it's stored in the computer memory. We're like, okay, the program, we want you to take it, whatever the users put in, and we want you to put it in this memory location. So that's why the end is over there. It's not needed over here because we're just calling the variable back again. After that, we pause the system because we always want to do that so that we can see the result, and then we return 0, and then that should be it. So again, that's the whole program is about. We run it. It's successful. It comes up and it says insert integer value. So we want to put in, let's say 11. Okay, we press enter and it says you entered 11. Press any key to continue. We press enter, and that's pretty much it. I'm just going to change this to enter because it sounds better. And end. Okay, now we want to see the same thing for float. So we change this to float. So now this should be a decimal value. So we do decimal value. And the scanf instead of %d goes to %f because that is what it is for float. Printf, you entered, and then it can't be %d, it has to be %f because the type of number has changed to float. System pause. Let's just put in space over there, and that's pretty much it. So we run the program. It comes up now. It wants a decimal value. So 22.2. Press enter. And it says you entered 22.200001 because that's how it's going to be stored in the computer memory. We can change that and we can limit it to only 2 decimal places after. So we can just do 0.2. point to f. This tells the program that when you print something on the screen, I only want you to print it to 2 decimal places after the decimal point. We run the program again, and I just want to show it to you again. We go 22.2, press enter, and now it prints you entered 22.20. Press any key to continue, and that's pretty much it. So we understand the int and the float. Now let's move on to character. So we say char, and we change this to letter. So printf enter well, let's just say letter, and we want to scan it, and so we got to change this to whatever name we changed it to. But again, now since it's %f for float and it's %d for integer, for character it's %c. Now we say printf you entered, and then this goes away and you have to change it to %c again, and then the number changes to letter again. That's pretty much it, and then you run your program, and there it is. Enter a letter. So let's just enter capital A. Press enter, and it says you entered A. Press any key to continue, and that's it. To change it up a bit, let's do a smaller letter this time. So let's do J. Press enter, and it says you entered J. Press any key to continue, and that's pretty much it. So that's how the basic scanf statement works, and I hope you learned something from it. Take care. Bye-bye.